Hello everyone, Denise here. Today we are going to learn how to make the lovely dishcloth or washcloth. Let's get started. So the materials you will need is some cotton yarn and the hook to match that yarn. Any cotton yarn will do. I am going to use Premier Home cotton. This is 131 yards, 102 meters, 2.65 ounces or 75 grams. This is actually 85% recycled cotton and 15% polyester. So I am going to use the color turquoise, and it calls for an eye hook, and I have that here. You can machine wash this and tumble dry low heat. So perfect for a washcloth or dishcloth. Now this stitch is gorgeous, and I will be featuring this on my Paying It Forward Friday videos this month in October 2022. This dishcloth is so pretty though. You will want to make these as gifts because they are so beautiful, so elegant, and very old world style look. So we just need to make a slip knot to begin. Go ahead and I'm going to chain for my dishcloth. I'm going to chain 24, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's going to be a nice sizable washcloth. So now we need to start our pattern. So second chain from the hook, we are going to do a single crochet. In the next chain, we're going to do a single crochet. In the next chain, we're going to do the V-stitch. So we're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Now if you've done V-stitch before and it's different, that's okay. There are a lot of V-stitches. There are many V-stitches. So there are different variations of the stitch, the chains in between, how many stitches before the chains in between. There's a lot of variations of the V-stitch. So this is just the variation that I want to show you today. It is single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same stitch. And I am untangling yarn, so just a second here. Okay, so yes, there are many variations of the V-stitch. I do have a vest, a V-stitch vest that you can turn into a cardigan by adding sleeves. And that is a completely different V-stitch. Also, this V-stitch that I'm using in this tutorial is also featured on my lovely shawl, which I can link below. So after we get our V-stitch in that chain, we are now going to skip 2 chains. We're going to put a V-stitch in this chain, the next chain. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Going to skip 2 chains. Going to put a V-stitch in this chain, the next chain. Single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Skip 2, V-stitch in the next, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Skip 2 chains, 1, 2. V-stitch in the next one. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Skip 2, V-stitch in this chain, the next chain, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Going to do that all the way to the end until we get to the last 2 stitches. So we're going to skip 2 here, V-stitch in the next. Then when we are at our last 2 stitches, we are going to put a single crochet in each of those. Then we're going to chain 1, and on row 2 will be our repeat for the entire washcloth. So this is what we'll do. We chained 1, we turned, we will put a single crochet in this first stitch here, and now we're going to put a V-stitch in our chain 2 space. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, go to the next chain 2 space, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, next chain 2 space, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, next chain 2 space, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and so on down the row. And then when we get to the end of our row, when we have no more chain 2 spaces left, in the last stitch here, put a single crochet. Chain 1 and repeat row 2 all over again. So single crochet in this first space right here, that first stitch, and then a V-stitch in every chain 2 space. Every row we're going to chain 1, put a single crochet in that first stitch there, and put a V-stitch in each of the chain 2 spaces. So I've gotten pretty far on my washcloth. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep working on it and talk to you a little bit. I did have video, but I lost it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pretty much complete my washcloth while I'm on video. The footage that I lost, I was talking about washcloths or dishcloths as part of a gift, and I think it's a great idea. So you don't have to always like make somebody an entire blanket or whatever. You can just make them a nice cloth and then gift it as part of a set with other items. Like I know in the past that I have gifted items from Dollar Tree, put it in a nice basket. And you could do this as like a face or a spa set. You could do like a face set where you would have face cleanser and face lotion and face scrub and masks. They sell masks at the Dollar Tree. And that would be a nice gift set. And then it also would have your handmade item in it, so that makes it extra special. But then you could also do a cleaning set as well. You could do cleaning products, dish soap, scouring pads, scrubbies, cleansers for the home, sprays for the home, latex gloves you could put in there. There's a million ideas. And then also to that, you know, speaking on that note, Dollar Tree also has bags that you could use just to put up around a basket and then tie with a ribbon or twine or even yarn if it's pretty. You could do burlap, you could do whatever. It could be a really cute gift, and the handmade part only took you a small amount of time to make. They also have yarn there, so, and no, I'm not I'm not sponsored by Dollar Tree. I'm a customer, so I'm just speaking from experience what I have done. Okay, I should be getting near the point where I have this into a square, I'm thinking. I'll show you how I check that. And you can make this into a blanket. You can make it into any size project you want. You just need to use multiples of 3, and then when you get the width of the project that you want, add 3 stitches. So it's multiple of 3 plus 3. I did 24 for the washcloth, but you can make your washcloth any size. Okay, I will check it now. So the way I check my washcloth to see if it's square, I take one corner and I put it up to this corner, the opposite corner. And if the sides match, which they do, you have a square. So if it was like this, you would need to do more. If it was over, you'd probably have to pull out. You just want it to match. When you lay it down, it should match. So I'm going to put a single crochet around the edge. So I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to turn. I'm going to put a single crochet in this first space that we've been doing, first stitch. And then I'm going to put one in this stitch right here, that first single crochet, one in the top of the chain 2, one in the single crochet. I'm going to do that all the way across so that it ends up being more flat instead of ruffled on the edge, but the ruffle is beautiful. So you could just leave that. You don't have to square it off. You can do whatever you want. It's your project. Maybe you have a favorite way that you want to edge this. This is also a reversible stitch, so it will look the same on the back side as it does on the front side, which is very nice for any project. You don't have to worry about which side to face it. So on the corners, I always put 3 single crochets, and that rounds the corner nicely. And then in this side here where there's not definitive stitches, I usually just put stitches in where they will fit nicely and making sure that it's not too many and it's not too little. And if you want to count them out and make them match on both sides, you sure can. But for items that will either not show or like washcloths or dishcloths. It's not something I would worry about counting, but that's again up to you. All right, I'm to the corner again, so I'm going to do 3 stitches here. Turn. And this is also a side that will be a little wonky because this is the beginning side. So just try to be mindful. I'm going to put my tail in here just a little bit so it's easier to weave in at the end. Just going to put my hook in where it's comfortable. Try not to put too many stitches, try not to put too little. If you put too many, it will start to ruffle. If you put too little, it will pucker. You can also block your washcloth if you want it to look very nice for gifting. You can spray it lightly with water. You can put it in water. You can immerse it in water and then get out as much of that water as you possibly can. And then lay it down. You can pin it with pins to get it to be all the same sizes. This edge is really hard to work in because it is so loose. I am to the corner here. I'm going to put 3 in. And just let it dry. I feel like that wasn't the corner. Just let it dry, and they should all be uniform in size. Since you are using cotton, it should stay the size that you pin it. Okay, this is the corner. It's hard to tell because it was the beginning row. Yeah, that feels better. This is very nice yarn. I picked a bunch of this up at Michael's. I do have several colors in this, and I have a speckly one of this same sort of color. So I will probably make another. I usually edge the edge in a contrasting color when I'm giving away a set, and then swap colors for the body of the next one. And then they're cute. They're matchy-matchy. I'm going to put 2 in this since we started there, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the next and cut my yarn. And I am going to weave in my end and show you what it looks like on both sides. Where is my needle? So I don't know if you're on Instagram, you might have seen a post that I did, but there are these hooks at Dollar Tree that are magnetic, and I have metal all over in my house, different spots in my house. You can put your needles on them and they'll stay. And what I did on my Instagram post was I put my stitch markers on this, and I have one of those caddies that was gifted to me from Michael's that is metal, and so this is on the side of my caddy, and it's very handy because I lose stuff very, very quickly and easily. So keep that in mind. If you have magnets around your house, you can also put all of your needles or stitch markers and just drop a magnet in them, and you're going to end up keeping them together. If you just have small round magnets, they also sell them at Dollar Tree. So again, this is not sponsored by Dollar Tree. I just shop there often. Okay, I'm going to weave in my end. And I usually just go in and try to go along with the stitches, sort of hiding. This one's a little difficult because it's somewhat lacy of a pattern. And then the beginning one, which I ran along the edge here. So I need to run this back the other way. I also have a felting your ends video that helps your ends stay in. If you are gifting or selling your items, it is a great tip. So I'll link that below for you. I won't show that in this video. Just go watch the other one. It's very simple. You will enjoy it if you've never heard of it before. I'm going to go back this way. And then I'm going to snip them. So once you are done, you will need to reshape a little bit because cotton usually is that way. Like I said, you can pin it out, but that is the lovely washcloth. And as you can see, as you look at it, I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, you can pretty much see it, but I'll tilt it. There are lines that go up the project, texture-wise, that are so beautiful. I just love this. And then when you flip it over, it's exactly the same. So this is completely reversible. So this, I'll grab my other yarn and show you how I would make a gift. So this is my other color of this. And what I would normally do, I was showing you on the tutorial how to go around the edge. And I may go around it one more time. But what I do is I take the contrasting color and I will go around the edge. And then that will be one. And then I'll make the body in this color. And then I'll edge it with this color. And then they'll match. And then what I usually do is I will, block them if I'm going to block them. And then fold them, stack them on each other, and then use a ribbon to tie them together. And they're so pretty. They are so pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I thoroughly love this stitch. I cannot get enough of it. I just want to make it all the time. But yeah, go ahead and give it a whirl. See if you like it. And it's very simple. So even if you're a beginner, you'll be perfectly fine with doing this. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, do as you wish, as I always say. And until next time, guys, take care.